And it could be live, but I don't know that it is live.
We're always live.
We're live.
We just never know when we're broadcasting. Nothing is planned. It's always doing it live.
Just 100% by the seat of our pants.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think it is on. Here we go. We're freaking live, people. What's up? I'm John. This is Chris, and we're the Heck Podcast. How are y'all doing today? Sit down and take a breather, because this one is going to be a hard one, okay? So let's start it off. Hold on. Let's just start it off. Clear the air, okay? It's going to give you guys time to just relax. But R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. Craziness. I'm going to eat one of these for Kobe Bryant.
Terrible situation. What was he, like 41, something like that? I mean, God, like...
And he was taking his daughter to her basketball practice. So fucked up, man.
So not only was a legend... I mean, he's definitely legend status now, solidified, which is good. But his life was, snuffed out, and then...
Way too soon. You never know how good his daughter could have been, too, you know?
His semi-legacy was kind of snuffed. It's just awful. It's the worst possible thing.
It is.
I couldn't believe it when I found out.
I knew it. I was streaming on Twitch, and somebody was like, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And they were like, no, he just died in a helicopter crash. And I was like, sure. But no.
It's about the only thing that I could say, in my opinion, that you could think of that would take someone like that out. I mean, he's not going to go from anything else. That's just insane.
Yeah. But either way, anybody out there struggling with that, y'all just holler at us and we'll talk to you. But it sucks. So,
yeah. I mean, death is
death
is a part of life, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't just absolutely suck when it happens.
No joke. But
anyway,
in other news, I just wanted to clear the air and get that out before anything else. And now, let us rejoice in his name and freaking just have an awesome podcast about the end of the freaking world!
Right.
It's happening, people. And also, Stickman B. Daniels, what is up? I'm glad to have you on here, man. It's freaking awesome. He's on a lot. He's freaking awesome. He is one of our biggest supporters. Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen all those messages popping up on Instagram and stuff.
I love it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Well, while we've got your ear, there's a little bit of stuff we got to tell you, okay? Like the freaking coronavirus. We called this, dude. We called it last week on our podcast. And at that time, it had only been live for it had its first case reported in 12 minutes in the U.S.
Yeah.
We're fucking better than CNN, okay?
I mean, yeah.
They can't touch us. They can't touch us, all right?
No.
We're not in anybody's pockets, okay? We beat CNN.
We definitely ain't in anybody's pockets because I'd be, grilled out, freaking diamond rings,
Yeah, next time you guys see us, if we're blinged out and all of our teeth are gold, we're in someone's pocket. But speaking of, dude, okay. This beef jerky, right? So I would go for it.
You go ahead.
Well, I did a video not too long ago on my Instagram of the Mingy eating the jerky and turning it into a huge steak. Totally fake, but it was hilarious, I thought. And
I laughed so hard when I watched that.
The guy that owns Mingy Jerky sent me a YouTube channel. He's like, love your video, blah, 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 but check this out. So he sent me the commercial. And it's a lot of people trying to pronounce the name. Minghua, whatever they kept pronouncing it. And I was like, yeah, it's Minghua Jerky. No. This little kid says, it's Mingy. And then the freaking announcer in the commercial is like, Mingy Jerky. Does not sound like Mingy at all. But then I read the back of it, and it says,
a pronunciation guide, right?
Our name is pronounced Mingy, but we won't be mad if y'all say it differently. And he wasn't mad. He was like, dude, I love your video. And then sent me a link. He didn't even he wasn't mad.
Hell yeah. I love when people are so accepting of something that's complicated for other people to handle sometimes, like pronunciations. I mean, how are we supposed to know fully?
I messed up everything.
You tell us, right?
Especially something foreign like this.
I mean, I've been calling it Minghua.
Me too. I thought I was fancy. I was like, Minghua Jerky. Nope. We were wrong. This whole time.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. So, you're welcome.
I would gladly be in Mingy's pocket.
Yeah, dude. If my teeth have fallen out or just have beef jerky in the cracks, just a lot of jerky just shoved in there, I'm eating so much I got no time to pick it out. That's my goals.
I would be making clothing out of their jerky.
Well, yeah.
I'd be wearing Mingy shoes, socks, hats, beanies.
I mean, yeah.
Everything. My
It will
car
happen.
would be making Mingy jerky.
Just shoving it in the gas tank.
Yeah.
I would try it. But yeah, so either way, guys, we went way off topic here. And I don't even know how we got on Mingy, but I freaking love it. So here we go. We called it. Last week, the coronavirus. It just outbroke. Now, the People's Daily China posted 4,515 confirmed cases, 106 deaths, and 60 in recovery. Overseas cases, like this is stuff that's outside of China. Thailand's had 8, Japan's had 6, South Korea has had 4, US and Australia's 5, France 3, Vietnam 2, Singapore 7, Canada, Germany, all these other places have had 1 casualty. It's insanity, man.
Seems like the colder areas only have a
Yeah.
smaller amount or something.
Is it like airborne? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't
No,
figured
yeah.
out. Like when we first talked about it, they didn't even know if it was transferable between humans.
Yeah.
They own or human contact. They knew that it was it originated in Wuhan, and they thought that it was only from people who go to that area.
Yeah.
From a certain place there.
Mm-hmm.
That you could get it. So I don't know if they've figured it out. If you can,
I don't know, man. But some really funny stuff is recently, actually on Twitter this morning, I found this and I sent it to a couple of people. But Plague Inc.'s website crashes due to coronavirus. Resident Evil link revealed. So pretty much what happened is they posted on this website that I guess Plague Inc. is there in Wuhan. Maybe, I don't know who it is, but somebody in Wuhan, one of the corporations in Wuhan has the exact same logo as the Umbrella Corporation logo in Resident Evil. So it's getting pretty crazy, people. But either way, the funny thing about that is so many people Google search that it freaking crashed Plague Inc.'s website.
you know,
I love the internet.
this could be a ploy by Capcom
It
to
could
promote
be.
Resident Evil 3. But I highly doubt
You
it.
never know.
I highly doubt it.
If anybody had the capability to bring on the zombie apocalypse, the makers of Resident Evil might just have that capability. So yeah, man-made killer disease. Dude, CNN posted that shit. What?
What'd I say?
Clicking it. I'm clicking it, guys.
Last week, when
What?
this first came up, I said chemical warfare.
Could the deadly coronavirus actually be a man-made killer disease?
I'm telling you.
Clickbait, but I'm biting.
What'd I say? Eddie Bravo. Just look into it. Look into it.
So what do you guys think? Do y'all think that it's a man-made disease here to kill us? Or do you think that it's so
The World
Jody-
Health Organization is taking their damn time
They
figuring
really
this
are,
out too. So
my wife was like, it's just a type of the SARS virus. And I was like, yeah, a prototype. Made by humans, meant to kill people.
I actually thought I read that it wasn't related to SARS.
I don't know. She told me that it was, but I don't know. She's a veterinarian of humans. But either way, so it very well could be. Wuhan Institute of Virology?
SARS
What
was
about
a freaking
They think SARS was a man-made thing?
SARS after the deadly SARS virus escaped from National Institute of Virology. What the heck is going on, people?
Dude, so that legit was some shit? There are more people in Wuhan than there are in Nebraska, so hopefully it doesn't spread where I live. Dude, that's the only thing that gives me comfort. But now Nashville, where we live, is like one of the biggest cities, one of the highest growing cities in the country. It's not the biggest city in the country by any means, but it's one of the fastest growing.
It's the population is growing.
Yeah.
The traffic is getting stopped up.
And now we're getting the freaking SARS and coronavirus, probably.
Let them have it. Don't bring it to where I live, but let them have it. Clear out all this population.
Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
It's just a...
But dude, holy shit, did you know that SARS was actually a virus that escaped from the National Institute of Virology in Beijing, China?
Okay.
So that's fucking crazy. I didn't know that part, and I don't think a lot of people did.
Anybody
SARS
that
was
caught
made.
this damn virus after it escaped, I would be suing the pants off them.
Well, if you
That
lived,
is ridiculous.
if my family caught SARS, is that how you pronounce it? SARS?
SARS. I mean,
SARS,
put a T in
I guess,
there.
yeah.
Put a T in
Stars?
there. Stars.
What the fuck?
I mean,
Dude, we're getting in on something. No, I don't. They would. Because why would they make a disease to kill innocent people, including children? Yeah, Layla, I totally get where you're going with this. But the fact that it literally was a virus that got let out of the Institute of Virology in Beijing, China. I don't think that Capcom did this. But I definitely feel like the National Institute of Virology in Beijing, China, obviously, that's where it came from. It was made there.
I mean,
That's fucking crazy. And this is on CNN.
You can't keep doing this.
Yeah. We gotta get off this. We gotta get off this one. But that's crazy as shit. Where are we at now? Another CNN thing?
I guess it's all on CNN.
Here we are with the CNN. It might be a bioweapon that escaped. Dude, I don't know.
I mean, if it is, I called it. You heard it here first.
Chris did call it last
Tuesday,
week.
chemical warfare. I'm just
He said
saying,
it. He did say it.
everything about it is so sketchy that it just points to that.
Yes, I totally agree. And Layla, you just mentioned kids, which pretty much goes over to our next one. It could be Chipotle was behind it, because Chipotle has been cited with 13,253 child labor violations in Massachusetts. What the shit?
Like, I mean,
And
were they just getting away with it for so long that they're just like, might as well keep going?
yeah. Dude, well, they really didn't get fined that much. If you look right here, it says Chipotle agreed to pay $1.3 million.
Yeah.
If it was 1.3 billion, then I'd be like, all right. But
Yeah.
13,000 child labor violations? I wonder what it ranged from.
Teenagers
Routinely
under 18 years old were forced to work without proper work permits late into the night and for too many hours per day and week, according to the state.
were forced to work.
Forced.
That's the weird part there. Because I know whenever I was 15, I had a job, but I wasn't forced to. Maybe my mom made me. I don't know.
I had a job. I think I was like closer to I think I was 16
Mm-hmm.
when I had my first job.
Dude, I had a job as a busboy at a restaurant whenever I was like 15. But I was like, yeah, I'm making that money.
Yeah.
Making that dollars. Listening to like just stupid radio and washing dishes. It was horrible.
My first job was at a Save-A-Lot. I was a cashier, and dude,
Nice.
It was so terrible.
You were a cashier?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. There you go. I think I'm going to make my kids get a job when they're 12.
It was terrible.
Maybe not. I'm not really going to do that. Don't hold me to it.
I worked from the beginning of my sophomore year all the way through almost the end of my junior year in high school, and it was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Having to do that with school, and I didn't have a car at the time, so like my friends or my mom would
had to bring you to work every
take
day?
me to work, and it was just the worst. I never had any weekends because
Yeah,
I worked
sucks.
every single weekend. It was
Dude,
the worst.
so after I quit my job at this
and
restaurant
I was
that I worked
making
at,
minimum wage at that time, and I'm
that
pretty
sucks.
sure it was like
less than.
it was like 6 something.
Yeah.
it was like
It might have even been 5 because I
It might
remember
have
getting
been
paid
5.
5 something. Dude, okay.
It might have
I
been
worked at this-
$5.75.
I worked at a restaurant for a while, and I had to work like every day after school, and I was making okay money at that time for like 15 years old or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as I turned 16, all of my friends worked at this McDonald's, and they were like,
The
"Oh,
one in Buffalo.
the one in Buffalo, dude." Everybody worked there, and then as soon as I got old enough, they were like, "Come over here, we'll get you a job. You can work with us. It'd be great." Well, dude, as soon as I got over there, I started playing music, and I was in a band, and I practiced all the time, had shows all the time, and so I'd be like, I need this day off, but come in there just fucking like Xing off numbers on the calendar, just be like, can't work all these days, and they'd be like, well, we'll try to fit you in. And then like I came in one day and went to the back room where the calendar's at, and I was like looking for my name, found my name, looking for the days that I'm working. I found no days. I was like, I'm not on the schedule? Oh, fuck yes! And then I just walked out and I was like, yeah! I'm pretty sure that was their subtle way of being like, John, all you do is eat chicken nuggets and put freaking people's straws in a Coke and a little freaking ketchup packet. That's all you do at work. You fuck up everything. Get out of here. So,
Dude, a lot of my friends in high school worked at McDonald's in Waverly.
yeah. Not
And,
good, man.
Dude, that place was so
Dude, it horrible.
Like,
man.
I heard so many stories of the shit that they were doing, and it was just, like, wacky stuff.
So, Layla said she lives in Canada. The legal age for employment in all provinces is 16. What's legal in y'all states, and is every state a different age? Honestly,
I really don't know.
I'm not 100% sure, but I do know here in Tennessee, I think it's 16, but you can't work past a certain hour, and you can't work, like, full-time. You can work part-time jobs, and you can't, like, work after a certain period, which is kind of stupid, but that's the way it is.
I think when I was working, it was different. A lot of stuff has changed since then. But I mean, it was awful. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't making that much money.
Yeah, no.
And the stress that I was dealing with compared to the amount of money I was making just didn't add up.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I called him and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I called him. I didn't even talk to my mom or anybody. Because I was just like, I'm not doing it. I was like, I don't care who's mad at me. I don't care if I get beat or whatever. I'm not doing it. I was like, I'll take 50 beatings to not do this anymore.
There you go, man.
So I just called him and I was like, I'm not working here anymore. They're so shitty to me anyways.
That sucks, dude.
The manager there was a complete jackknob. And he acted like the Save-A-Lot company was like...
Jesus.
Yeah.
So he's like the classic dude, like a belt, his gut hanging out, balding up top, and just a shitty dude.
Well, he was more of the...
That would have been awesome.
His brother was, because his brother owned the one in New Johnsonville.
Oh, hell yeah.
His brother was the manager at the Save-A-Lot in New Johnsonville, and he was the manager at this one. But he was the kind of guy that, like, he didn't do anything, but he would yell at everyone for not doing anything.
What a dick.
And all he did was go hunting every day, and he'd come in talking about all these, like bucks that he killed and shit.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I don't know.
Fuck
Save-A-Lot.
Yeah. Save more, go to Aldi's.
Right.
Boom.
Aldi's is the shit.
I'm going to make a commercial for Aldi's, and if we have random produce in the back, we're in their pockets.
In the pockets?
Yeah. Dude, also...
give me that celery jacket.
Give me that celery. Well, you know what? Fuck celery. I can't eat it, dude. I can't eat celery.
I love celery.
I love celery. But, I don't know, man. I feel like 1.3
I just had celery last night in my salad.
I can't do it, dude. It's so crunchy and it's got like such a pungent taste. It's so pungent.
Pungent. I mean, I guess I could describe the scent as maybe a little pungent. I don't go in there and smell my celery.
No, I mean like it tastes pungent. It's weird. It's like you just bite into it. It's like, I don't know how else to describe it.
Don't get me wrong. I love meat, everyone.
Salads
meat,
are also pretty
steak,
good.
ham, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if I make a giant freaking salad with all this shit
I'm
in
cool
it,
with it.
and I take I make my own dressing sometimes.
What?
With like olive oil and soy sauce and all that.
Oh, damn.
All that stuff.
I'm
telling you.
We're gonna do a Heckin' Eats one day. We've been talking about this since we were born, but
came out talking about it.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna do a cooking show. But pretty much.
I love cooking.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And so does John. And man,
dude, that
would be awesome.
To finish up this Chipotle thing,
Anyways.
I feel like really $1.3 million is hardly even newsworthy for a company as big as Chipotle. So I don't even see how this got on the news. That they only got that much.
Well, see, the biggest factor to me is the breaking of the child labor laws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the 1.3 million, it's like a drop in the bucket to what they're making probably.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they got caught is a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who the heck talks about Massachusetts anymore? Like, I feel like, I mean, where even is that? I don't know.
It's up northeast.
I mean, if anybody out
sure.
there is from Massachusetts, I'm sorry, but
I think it's somewhere up northeast.
get your shit together. Stop hiring freaking 12-year-old kids to
I wonder how old these kids
cook
were.
your freaking vegan meats and stuff.
Yeah. Make my bowl, child. It's like the little kid's like 2 and has like a mustache.
I used to like Chipotle, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I would go there sometimes. I lived in Bellevue for a minute, and there was one
Been a while
not
since I've gone, man.
not that far away.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go in there and get burrito bowls. And the trick to getting more meat is instead of saying you want double meat, you just tell them one meat, and they'd be like, oh, and then after they put the meat on there, you say, oh, I want this meat too. And
Dude, nice. There you go.
But anyways,
Cheats.
I like
podcast announcement. Massachusetts no longer exists. It's the end of the world, people. Massachusetts.
But I like Chipotle. But they came out with queso.
I love queso.
And I went in there and I tried the queso. And never in my life have I ever ate any kind of cheese product that tasted that bad.
Really?
It was the worst. It tasted like you took wax from a wax warmer that wasn't any kind of scented wax. It was just plain ass, freaking bland wax. And you just ate it. It was the worst. I don't even know how they call it queso.
How have they not been fined for
that? And
it
wasn't like vegan queso or anything. It was like supposed to be legit queso.
Yeah, from the cow.
When I had that the first time, I was like, I said, I am never coming back here.
You should have done, like, spit it out and then just walked.
I said it. I said, I am never coming back here.
Dude.
And I didn't.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
And then I went to, what's that one that's like Chipotle?
Dos Bros? The one here?
Moe's.
Moe's! I love Moe's. Do you not like Moe's?
They have legitimate queso.
Yeah, they do. They're pretty
Go to
good.
Moe's. Do not go to Chipotle.
Dude, and if you guys have one of these around you, it's called Laredo's.
They even have bacon bits. Or like they have bacon pieces at Moe's that you can get. They don't have bacon pieces at Chipotle.
No, they're too proper for bacon. Dude, there's a place called Laredo's. If you guys have one, they're like a local type, small chain thing, but they are so good. They're like a Subway of burritos, the proper way.
Yes. It's basically like going to a legitimate Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's like Chipotle style. Like they have all the stuff, and I mean they even make quesadillas and stuff all the time.
Yeah. They make quesadillas, but they're like stuffed, dude. They're freaking ridiculous. Like that thick is the quesadilla. It's so good.
It's very good.
But all right, guys. Continuing on with our end of the world type discussion here.
The only thing about Laredo's though is I wish that they would have called it Laredo's Burritos.
There is a burrito on it, so
I mean it's Laredo's Burritos. It could have been Laredo's Burritos.
That would have been so much cleaner.
And then everybody would have been like, "Wait, what do they serve here? You don't serve regular burritos. What's a burrito?"
Yeah, burritos.
And then they could be like, "Let me show you."
Yeah, take a seat, son. All right, here we go. Continuing on with our end of the world talks because it seems like it's inevitable. Boop.
It's pretty crazy out there, everybody.
East Africa is suffering the worst invasion of desert locusts in 25 years. This woman is completely swarmed on her freaking bike. What the fuck is happening to this woman? Look how big those locusts are.
It's crazy. Like, if you can take a photo and see locusts in the photo,
that is a lot of freaking
that means
locusts.
that they're pretty dang big.
Do they bite? Like, I've seen the what are the things that like shed their skin and just leave their little bugs? Cicadas. They're kind of like a locust, from what I've heard, but they're not that big. I mean, holy shit.
Cicadas are they're more like, they don't eat a lot of shit, but they make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot what it was, but they compared the decibel sound of, like, a swarm of cicadas, like, in the trees and shit, to, like, a jet engine or something.
Holy
like,
shit.
if you got the...
Yeah.
Or if there was enough of a swarm.
You could get that same too.
Because it happens every, like, 6 or 7 years here.
Yeah.
They hatch. Dude. And it's like...
Yeah. Dude,
like
it is so bad. It's so loud. There's I had to work at this hotel one time. Like, I had to do draperies and stuff at this hotel. I drove up to it, and I couldn't even see the actual walls of the hotel. It was completely swarmed, dude. Like, no shit. Like, all the entire wall was completely black. I was like, holy shit. It was nuts, dude.
I would have been like...
Nope. Dude, it was nuts. I should have just jumped out of the car with the car in drive and just shot it through the building and just saved that guy's life. He's probably been trapped in there for like weeks, not able to eat. He's just been eating his belt that's made out of leather.
Oh, God. I got attacked by, we used to call them dry flies. That's what my fam called them, dry flies.
The cicadas?
The cicadas.
Yeah.
And I got attacked by one time, and it was terrifying because it was sort of my first... encounter with the cicada, and I had no idea what it was, and they're pretty dang big.
Yeah, they're huge.
And they make this screeching sound.
And they're creepy as fuck looking too.
Yeah, they make the screeching sound, but it like flew at me. It was at nighttime.
Yeah.
And I was outside, and I can't remember. I was like taking out the trash or something, and it flew at me, making that sound. And I was like, ah!
Yeah, it's trying to kill you, dude.
It was crazy.
Well, alright, there's not really a whole lot to report on this. I mean, there's a shitload of bugs in Africa right now. I mean, East Africa swarmed with millions of locusts. That's definitely one of the apocalypse things, right?
Go down a little bit. It says the invasion poses an unprecedented threat to food security in the entire sub-region, where more than 19 million people in East Africa are already experiencing a high degree of food insecurity, the agency said. In Kenya, it is the worst invasion in 70 years.
The government's spending $5 million to manage the swarm of locusts and prevent spreading. Their government is spending more money than Chipotle is being fined for having 13,000 underage workers.
They need to take that money from Chipotle and help these people out.
Yes.
That's crazy.
We're going to be the money managers for our government, okay? Take that $100.3 million, shove it in your ass, and then ship yourself over to Kenya, where you can then poop it out and help these guys out.
Right. I mean, like, what do you
Just
do
saying.
to fight this?
I don't even know. Like, how do you kill the locust? We must. I don't know. I'm sure there's, like, people on both sides of the fence. Do you think there's anybody that, like, celebrates the arrival of locusts?
It must be.
Finally!
It's gotta be some kind of weird,
They
like.
just sit out there like a lettuce wrap. Yes! And they're just
It's like-
eaten by locusts.
It's like a Cthulhu-like cult
Yes.
that celebrates the plagues
Somebody's
and
out there right now.
the end of the world, the apocalypse.
Layla said they're huge. I lived in Somalia, and a few of them, and I was so scared. And saw a few of them, and she was so scared. What's huge like? If you had to like give it a reference, like a baseball,
I'm talking
a softball.
I'm talking. They're probably at least this long. I would say a good 3 or 4 inches long.
Terrifying.
And they just eat everything. That's
Yeah.
that's why it's so bad. They
Yeah.
eat everything.
Well, did that say Kenya? I mean, Kenya already doesn't have a whole lot of produce anyway, so that's kind of fucked, man. Dang it.
Do they not?
No. That's why a lot of kids are starving and stuff.
There's a lot of desert area out there, right?
Mhm.
Like you
I
think.
mean, I'm sure they have vegetation. I just don't know
Mhm.
about like actual vegetables and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, dude, freaking locusts are nuts. I mean, like, what is it? We have the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
We have locusts, and then I don't know if Australia is even out yet of the fires.
But all right, so the whole Australian fire thing, a lot of it was again man-made.
Why can't the locusts be in Australia and the fire just burn them all
Burn
up?
them out. Dude,
I mean,
that would be the solution.
send them over there.
And what do they do when they're not swarming? Like, are they just in a hibernation period? And
That's a
they're,
good question.
You know what I mean? Can't we find them, track them down, and kill them?
That's
They're
a really
not
good
Godzilla. Go find them, kill them at the source.
What we need to do here.
Give it to us.
This is my opinion, and a lot of people
I've ate
are
too many of these.
very against things like this. But we already genetically engineer all kinds of stuff in this world.
Mhm.
I mean, what is it? I think broccoli is a man-made vegetable. I'm almost positive broccoli is a man-made vegetable.
I love broccoli.
You wouldn't know this if you didn't research it, but
Mhm.
there are a lot of man-made stuff out there that we consume or deal with every day that everybody thinks it's natural.
Apparently, Australia now is experiencing flooding, and they can't catch a break.
What the
That fucking
hell is
sucks,
going on?
They're out there like, please let it rain! And then it rains, and they're like, please stop! Please stop the rain!
That reminds me of
Wow,
freaking
man. That
ActRaiser.
sucks, dude.
Game I was playing where the people would come to you with different things in the game, and you would like let them have it. Like if there was deserts, they wanted it to rain to wash away the sand or something, or if there was like marshlands, they wanted it to drought so it would dry up all the marsh.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's what's happening
That's
right
exactly
now.
what's happening. It's like God can't win. He's up there and he's like, alright, you guys set some fires up. I really need to like extinguish these. I'm going to let it rain for a little bit. And then it's raining and everybody's like, what are you doing? It's like, I thought I was helping.
But anyways, back to this. What they need to do is they need to figure out what is the main enemy of these bugs.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. Bats, maybe?
What's
Bats
the enemy? And maybe genetically engineer, I don't know, something to go over there.
Yeah.
Or, here's the other thing. What point do locusts serve in our natural ecosystem?
I'd probably say just clearing away of vegetation, you know what I mean? But like at this point, since people are trying to eat and grow produce they're probably doing more harm than good at this point, right?
Right. I feel like if you go back in time, especially in Bible times, if you read all of that, they're a detriment in every sense of the word. They just consume everything.
It's not really a good time.
There's no. It's just like mosquitoes. Like I mean, there's like a lot of no point of locusts. So what they need to do is genetically engineer some sort of locust, like they're doing with mosquitoes. They made it to where they introduce this genetically engineered mosquito into the environment that can't reproduce, or that when it does reproduce, it only produces like males, so that their population just dies out.
Oh, that's really cool.
They need to do the same thing with locusts.
They could probably do it, man. But like, I think anytime that we get involved with like stuff, somehow or another it fucks up. Like ladybugs. Aren't ladybugs not a real like? I mean, obviously they're real bugs, but didn't we kind of introduce them?
I know that. Yeah, there's something going on along with that.
And then now we get fucking swarmed with
them. It was for the Japanese beetles.
Yeah.
Because ladybugs were like their enemies or something.
And then we like introduced them somehow. I don't know if we brought them over from another country or if we just made them somehow and like attached their little tiny wings and then they bred. And then like, I don't know exactly how that works with genetic engineering, but somehow I heard.
It's another thing. It's just like those, what are those plants? Those vines that spread out through Tennessee.
What?
Those like
vines. Oh, yeah. I know what they are, but I don't know what their names are.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what those are.
We brought those over for some reason to do something, but then it just took over, and there's can't stop them.
And you know, bamboo's kind of like that too now. But we're getting way off topic. The world is fucking ending. And the next thing,
do what you got to do now.
Yeah, take out your stocks, people.
Because if you
don't invest in yourself,
you're not gonna get a chance.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. We are about to get to some UFC fights and also some gaming stuff. But first, the last end of the world thing that legit just happened like a few hours ago. We just need to hit the reset button on all insects. I will give you an amen to that one, good sir. I mean, spiders suck. Flies suck. I got something about wasps on this podcast. Wasps suck. Ladybugs invade us. Fuck bugs.
I've actually become more of a fan of spiders in recent times because of the amount of other bugs that they do kill. So
I'll give you that.
So the only thing that I don't like is brown recluses, because
here's another question.
They're a little bit creepy.
Well, all right, here we go. Stickman said we need to hit reset button on all insects. I think I agree. But Layla said, what do you think is a good way to kill all of them at once when they swarm like that? I think there's two ways. Get some of these really nerdy bug catchers and just get out there with a fucking net and just go to town. That could be one. But probably not going to work. They need to get like, you know how like with rats, I had a mouse problem one time, right? In my pantry. Mouse chewed a hole through my drywall, made his way into my pantry, and was eating my dog food.
That's a super mouse right there.
Fucked up my drywall too.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure he didn't chew a hole. I'm pretty sure he punched a hole through my drywall. And this mouse was like fucking Bruce Lee mouse. So, I brought an exterminator over, and he just gets this little bitty bag and puts it in the hole. He was like, just leave the bag there, and it will take care of itself. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. Little mouse ate through the bag. Little mouse ate the poison. Little mouse is fucking dead, and I don't have a mouse problem anymore. I patched up the drywall. There's no more hole. Mouses never came back. Maybe what we could do is find out what they're eating and find out where they're coming from and, like, put close to where they think that the locusts start swarming from. Like, if they come from, like, the fucking sea somewhere. Put, like, a huge crop of whatever it is that they don't like or that would possibly be deadly to them. Like, I know with a certain...
Like a natural...
Yeah, dude, alright, this is going to get really nerdy into horticulture. I think horticulture? Squash, okay? And there's these little bugs that are called squash bugs. And they will freaking eat your squash, and they'll eat the flower off the squash so it doesn't actually produce an actual squash. It will, like, eat the flower off.
Like, what is the point of that in nature?
No fucking
Come on.
Dude. They're just trying to fuck with me. So, pretty much... If you want to prevent squash bugs from eating your squash, you'll plant dill around your squash plants. And they hate dill.
That just sounds like a freaking game anyways.
I know, I'm telling you, man.
Squash bugs?
Yes, squash bugs. I don't know what their real names are, but squash bugs.
Yeah.
Plant dill with your squash. There will not be any squash bugs. And your squash will, like, grow. And you can eat squash all day. Because I fucking love squash. But...
Freaking dill weeds.
Dude, dill weeds. But maybe they need to do something like that. Because obviously they're all coming from somewhere. The swarm starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Find out where it does and find out what they fucking hate.
I think that they really need to figure out where these locusts come from.
Uh-huh.
Like, if they can figure out where it started, then that's where they can start doing a lot of work to prevent it.
Alright, so Stickman says, get me out there with a flamethrower and I'll take care of him. I would pay money to watch that. And in fact, I would pay money to send you over there with a flamethrower to watch that. That would be fucking awesome.
I mean, like a flamethrower sounds good, and that would be my first thought. Mm-hmm. But like when you get out there, you're not gonna get to a point where you see where the storm starts.
Oh!
You're gonna be when you get there, they're gonna be all around you. So it's not like you're gonna go up to a wall of locusts and then start spraying. You know, they're gonna be all around you. Every single.
Just spray yourself into a corner, dude.
So there's not gonna be a way that you can, you know. I
believe in you, stick man.
You're gonna.
Ah! And then it's Australia all over again.
They're going to be covering your body, in your mouth, in your face. It's just going to be bad.
Alright, so we can send you over there, but we cannot insure this endeavor, okay? So it's not going to be insured.
I say what they need to do is they need to get some sort of suction device, like air.
Oh,
like
okay.
Like a fan,
mm-hmm.
you know, something that can just suck them all in.
I have a friend's mom that would qualify.
Well, I mean, send her over there.
Just say.
But just like suck them into a giant furnace or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or like
some way, man.
A high-powered fan that isn't going to get stopped up with bug parts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Muay Thai 23. It's good to see you, first of all. And he said, I see. So what you're saying is kill all the locusts with mouse poison. Yes.
I mean,
I feel like if they would eat it,
if they like the taste of mouse poison, then why not?
Hell yeah. All right, guys. And so really quick, last thing on the end of the world stuff before we get into the UFC. Boom. A magnitude 7.7 earthquake strikes off the coast of Jamaica and is felt far away. The importance of that.
Far away
as... Well, so we can click on this, but the real bad thing about this...
Probably Miami thing. Yeah, Miami.
The bad part about this is there is a tsunami they're predicting that's going to be going towards Miami. And that's the fucked up part about this. I mean, I don't know, man. We see all these videos of tsunamis in other places where they're coming at. Really rarely ever happens in places like Miami. So
it's really, really crazy. I mean, like, I don't know if we're just in a time where we have basically surveillance around the whole world. So we're constantly seeing all of these bad things happening. So it makes it seem like there's all these bad things happening all the time. Or, like, if it's just that, if that's the case. Like, if all these bad things are happening all the time.
Yeah.
And we're seeing them. Or, like, has it always been that way and we just haven't seen them?
That's a good question. Or at least we haven't really been... Oh, dude, no shit. The Super Bowl's in Miami.
Oh.
Fuck, dude.
That would be crazy.
Stick, man. I didn't even think about that. That's insane. Crazy. So, I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, to go with what you were saying, I feel like shit has always kind of been somewhat messed up. Because if you look like Mount St. Helens was, what, in the early 90s or something like that? Or late 80s. It was one of those. But that blew up and it was here.
It was old enough that I don't remember it.
Exactly. I remember watching the movie... Dante's Peak and stuff like that, and be like,
was Pierce Brosnan?
He was in like so many freaking. I don't know why he was in so many movies like that. He was in Volcano too, wasn't he?
No, I don't know.
I don't either.
I know Tommy Lee Jones was in that.
Yeah. All right, dude. Either way, Volcano movies were huge because Mount St. Helens happened.
That movie messed me up because there's a scene where one of the guys jumps off the subway train
and he throws the girl,
and he's like walking through the lava, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, dude. Yes, that scarred me for life. In a good way.
It made me have a fear for lava, like an irrational fear of lava.
I don't know that any fear of lava is irrational.
I mean, yeah.
No. But yeah, dude.
You're not supposed to touch it.
It's so pretty though.
But have you ever seen like a image of lava or magma, like, and it's and you're just like, you kind of want to touch it, or like put it in your mouth or something?
I kind of want to eat it.
Yeah.
But I know I shouldn't. Yeah. Well, what about all these people, like, have you
Why
seen...
do we think that way?
I don't even know, man. Yeah. Why do I love that which could kill me? My wife! Dude, no, man, but there is videos of, like, these videographers that keep on, like, so they're wearing a full, like, supposed, like, volcano suit that you're, like, supposedly not going to die in. But, like, these people keep getting too close to the volcano, and they'll fall in because they pass out, and then they die in a fucking volcano suit. Like, dude.
I mean, do you, like, die instantly when you hit the lava? If you go head first.
They passed out, so I'd imagine, like, they got lightheaded, and they're probably dead, way before that. So, I don't know, man. But, yes, dude, back to this. If some shit, I don't know, man. You think the weather people need to have their shit together way before this Super Bowl happens to see if it's significant. Because, like, a tsunami in Miami on Super Bowl weekend would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, it would be catastrophic,
to
say the least.
I have friends that are going down to Miami, and they're like, dude, I can't get a ticket. I'm going to sleep in my car, but there's going to be so many people down there, I'm going. So, like, I know that place is flooded. Like, all the hotel rooms have been booked out for months.
That's crazy.
That is nuts, man.
That's wild.
So,
on the subject of lava, though.
Dun, dun, dun. Every good story starts out like this.
I mean, like, just me personally. This may not apply to everyone, but
what is this?
I would love to cook a steak over the heat of some lava.
It might.
I mean,
it might be good.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd probably cook really quick. You just, like, sear it really quickly.
Yeah.
And just see what happens. I mean,
just don't touch it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if, like, you know, they say that there's all kinds of, like, toxic fumes that are around it. So, I mean, I guess that might play a factor, but...
Well, it's like melted rock, so I wonder what rock secretes in its gas form.
In its gaseous state.
Yeah.
This is chemistry, Heck Podcast style.
Dude. Oh, shit. People, I'm sorry. I don't know if we just got kicked off or not. But, alright. So, the world is ending, but we still are here. So we're going to talk about what we fucking love.
Go buy some Mingy jerky.
Yeah.
Before the world ends.
If you haven't tried it yet, you definitely need to go try it. Mingy jerky, people.
Because you can actually die happy.
Yeah. If I die with some Mingy jerky in my mouth, I'm alright.
I'm going with a smile.
Like no teeth. Dude, I swear, next time you see us, if we're in meat suits, Mingy hooked us up. Alright, and now then, last but not least, let's talk about some fights that happened this weekend. I need to order all the Mingy. I freaking love the bourbon. The bourbon is so freaking good. That's my favorite. I got some of this barbecue because you got me on it last time. It's
barbecue is awesome. Freaking the garlic and onion, like you wouldn't think it is good. You're just like, garlic and onion. It's a little for jerky. But dude, it is so good. Every flavor they have, you can just guarantee yourself that it's gonna be the best jerky you've ever ate.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I can even compare this to deer jerky. Like I've had some good deer jerky in my life, but this is right up there with it.
Yeah, dude. I totally agree. Boom! UFC Fight Night. Which one was this? It was 166. Curtis Blades, Junior Dos Santos. Sorry.
Nailed it.
I know, right?
It's only because they're on the same card.
I know, man. I know. That's the only reason. But yeah, freaking, it was a pretty good card. I didn't get to watch all of it.
I didn't see it.
But I will tell you this. Curtis Blades is a fucking monster. And I wish that, like, he was interviewed before this fight, and he was talking about, like, what he'd like to see happen with Stipe and DC if there's a rematch. And he laid it down, dude. He said, look, I would rather Stipe win this fight than DC. Because if DC wins, he's going to obviously retire. I don't think he's going to fight again. And he was like, if he's not just going to retire as soon as he wins the belt. He's going to, like, win the belt and then fart around for a little while.
Right.
And then retire.
Right.
So he's like, I really want somebody that's going to actually be able to fight. He deserves the title shot. Curtis Blades does. The only two losses he has are against Francis Ngannou.
Really?
Yeah. He lost to Francis last time. And did he fight him before that? I think he got in an... I think Francis got him in a...
It was the arm thing.
Yeah, Gamora?
Yeah. And the second time was that weird stoppage after.
It was after stoppage, dude.
After Ngannou fought Stipe, and when he came back, it was that weird. Unsure if it was too early. He wasn't fully.
I felt like it was too early type thing. But so Curtis Blades, Stigman says, I hope that Stipe wins if he fights. I definitely hope Stipe does.
Because if Daniel Cormier wins, he's gonna fart around, and then they're gonna offer him a fight, and he's gonna be like, I'm retiring. Unless it's John Jones.
Ooh, and then if John Jones comes to heavyweight, what the fuck is he going to do there?
Yeah, my honest opinion is, I like John Jones at light heavyweight. I think he should stay. I don't like him that much as a fighter anyways because of his, like, what he's done with his career and the drugs and shit. Yeah. But he's a dominant force there.
Yeah.
And he is going to stay champion there, I think, until he gives the belt up.
Yeah, I agree, man.
So I don't see him going to heavyweight until he actually feels like he doesn't like making the light heavyweight limit.
Yeah, and I don't see DC making that weight cut to fight John Jones again. That's just going to have to be a blemish that he lives with in his career. Mm-hmm. John Jones has to be that blemish for him. Yeah. There's no way around it. But I feel like Curtis Blaydes deserves a title shot, man, because Francis... That last fight with him, I feel like, was complete bullshit. Like
it's gonna be weird to see Curtis Blaydes and Ngannou fight again unless Ngannou has the belt. Unless Ngannou gets the belt, I don't see them matching up Curtis Blaydes and Ngannou again.
I don't either. But that's what I'm saying. I love to see Curtis Blaydes right now fight Stipe. I think that would be a good fight because Curtis is actually a pretty well-rounded fighter, man.
Yeah, he's very well-rounded. That's a good observation.
But he beat Junior Dos Anjos with a head kick or something like that, right?
Yeah. It was a head kick and then a
second round,
like TKO. So that would be a great fight. Him and Stipe. I think Stipe would edge him out as far as like his boxing and takedown defense. Yeah, but who knows?
Dude, I'm extremely biased to Stipe. He's my favorite heavyweight champ that there's probably ever been. Honestly, in my opinion, because I love the heavyweight division.
Did you see that thing I tagged you in?
Him, dude.
Tyson Fury talking about it.
Yes. So, I feel like if Tyson Fury wins against Deontay Wilder, especially if he knocks Deontay Wilder out, dude.
Yeah.
If he knocks out Deontay Wilder, he is going to end up getting it.
They asked him if he wants Stipe in the boxing ring. He said, no, I want him in the octagon.
Oh, no, I know, yeah. That's what he's been calling. Because, dude, that would be the super fight. I think that would be just as big, if not bigger, than the Mayweather-McGregor fight.
That would be bigger, in my opinion.
Because Tyson Fury is bigger than Mayweather is right now.
Mayweather
I don't know.
Is a pussy.
Say that. Yeah, he definitely
And
is.
I will say that until the day that I die. Because you do not freaking call yourself a fighter and the best fighter in the world if you bring someone over to what you're good at and you beat them. Even though McGregor lasted 7 rounds or however long it was and he beat him.
It still looked like he was pulling punches and shit. I mean, we can talk about that. We need to do a whole podcast on that, breaking down that fight. Dude.
Mayweather is a pussy.
Yes.
Tyson Fury is doing it the right way.
Tyson Fury's a bad man.
That is a badass.
Dude. Yeah.
If you want to go over to an entire different sport that has all these different, like, it's freedom. Yeah. Freedom of fighting, kicking, all that stuff. If you want to give up, that much, you're just a badass.
Yeah, I agree, man. Stigman says, what do you guys think about Cyborg's fight? So I didn't actually get to watch it because it was on DAZN, and I haven't got DAZN yet.
I saw a bunch of the highlights.
Yeah. I mean, it was good for a Cyborg fight. I feel like she definitely won, and she's the first champion in 5 different fighting organizations. I think that's fucking huge. But financially, I heard that she got kind of screwed out of that fight. Like, she didn't make as much as the chick that she beat. So I don't know if that was just she got paid to show, not paid to win type thing, or what ended up happening there. But it got released that she made like 100,000 less.
She kind of... Cyborg's weird to me.
Yeah.
Because she kind of was a little bit of a, what do you call it? Like somebody that's just hard to work with.
Difficult. Really.
She made herself very difficult as far as the business aspect goes in the UFC.
Yeah.
And that's why they wanted her gone. So she kind of messed up a lot of stuff on that aspect for me because I think that she could have stayed in the UFC and maybe had another run at the title because it's not like she got annihilated. She just got caught.
It was a slugfest with her and Amanda Nunes, and it was just who got caught first, who went down first, really. Because I think Amanda got caught, she caught Cyborg, and it was just a back and forth until somebody lost. And then the way that they sold it, probably because Cyborg was so difficult to work with, but the way that Dana White was like, it was an indefinite knockout. She just got her ass beat.
Yeah,
he probably said that
because of her attitude.
Yeah.
So, and then the fight in Bellator, a lot of the highlights, it was the same thing as the Amanda Nunes fight. It's the same thing that you're going to get in just about every Cyborg fight.
Yeah.
She's going to come in there, bull rush you, and throw every single thing she has at you until you fall down.
Yeah.
Unless you are smart about it.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that Amanda Nunes necessarily outsmarted her. I think she just literally, that was just Amanda Nunes tonight. I don't think that she just... I don't know.
I think Amanda Nunes has a little bit more technicality to her
sure.
striking, and that played a factor. So she was able to see some stuff and dodge out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But she definitely, she caught her.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she saw a hole and annihilated her.
Mm-hmm.
She just kind of got a little bit lucky.
Yeah. But, dude, also on that card was Rafael Dos Anjos versus Michael Chiesa. And Michael winning that, I don't know exactly what that's going to put him in. He won it by decision, but I don't know. I'm going to look and see if it shows their ranking. I don't think it does, but let me see if it will show his ranking. I don't guess it's going to show his ranking in here. He respects Kobe as a fighter, but once in that, fuck yes, that'd be awesome.
That's a good ass fight,
dude.
Right there.
Yes, that would be such a good fight. Michael Chiesa versus Kobe Covington, and Kobe's going to be back before a lot sooner than people think, because everybody was saying that he got his jaw wired shut, but he didn't. So
it must not have been as bad as they expected it to be. But
that would be amazing.
I liked Michael Chiesa when he was on The Ultimate Fighter, and he was lightweight back then, and I think he ended up winning that season of The Ultimate Fighter, and he was good for a while, but he just couldn't get his weight under control for that more contenders in that division.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get held up like it was before with Woodley, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I totally agree. But yeah, man, there's a lot of good stuff on the horizon for the UFC. I feel like I would love to see that fight this year happen. Michael Chiesa and freaking Kobe Covington.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I honestly feel like Kobe and Usman, I don't know that fight's over. I don't know that saga's over. That's probably one of the best fights that...
It'll happen again for sure.
Yeah.
But as far as Dos Anjos goes, I mean, I've always liked him as a fighter. Because he's always came in there to fight. He's never, laid down. He always comes forward. He wants to put on a good show. But recently, just with his welterweight move, he just hasn't been a fighter at lightweight.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either, honestly. But I will tell you all this. Coming up next, so Saturday, February 8th, Jon Jones, Dominic Reyes.
Birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There you go, man. Dominic Reyes, Jon Jones, that's going to be a huge fight. I mean, Dominic's 12-0 right now. That's huge. That's huge, and especially he has been fighting in the UFC for a little while now, too. So a lot of those wins are UFC wins.
I don't know. I don't know a lot about Dominic Reyes' style, though.
He definitely is he's
is
a
he
striker,
well-rounded, or is he
I don't know that he's going to be as well-rounded as Jon Jones, but I know striking's pretty good. But let's look at his previous fights.
Because, I just kind of wonder what...
Chris Wilderman, I don't know.
What Jon Jones wants to do to him when he gets in here, because Jon Jones usually likes to beat people at their own game.
Yeah. I don't know what he's going to do here either, because honestly, he... I think he's more of a striker, so I don't know if he's... I mean, if he stands up, he could obviously do something pretty good, but...
Dang, he's got some good wins on his...
Yeah, he does, man. Jeremy Kimball. Dude. That's been forever. But yeah, so I don't know, man. 2019, I mean, he's not the most active fighter.
Weidman,
2 fights a year.
Ozdemir, he beat... go back to 18. He beat Ovince St. Preux, Jared Cannonier. He's the guy that just knocked out...
what's his name?
Jimmy Walker.
Yeah, Johnny
right?
Walker.
Johnny Walker?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he had beat all those people.
So that should be a pretty good fight. I think that's going to be pretty good. And especially, I don't know.
It's the only fight to make in that division aside from...
Right now.
If Anthony Smith wins his next fight.
Or if Thiago Santos gets better.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like you said, I feel like Jon Jones has definitely learned his lesson from that fight. But he's the first one that put a really bad dink in Jon Jones' arm.
Yeah. Since... the first Gustafsson fight.
Yeah. And also, co-main event on that, I love talking about the whole Jon Jones fight, but Valentina Shevchenko, that chick is a freaking monster, and holy crap. She's fighting Caitlin Kuchigan? Chukagian? I would have never thought that. But they're the same age. Valentina's 4 inches shorter. Obviously same height, and Valentina doesn't have as much reach. But Valentina's reach really doesn't matter whenever you think about her kicking style. Dude, that chick can kick a hole in my dog.
Honestly, I think a lot of it is her background in ballet.
Yeah, I can see that. Because, having a lot of control over her feet and all that.
Yeah, like, I mean, a lot of people might not know this, but Jean-Claude Van Damme, I mean, he was a huge amateur kickboxer, and I don't know if he ever had a professional career, but he had a very successful amateur kickboxing career, like point striking and all that.
Yeah.
But when he transitioned into movies, a lot of those flashy kicks came from his background in ballet.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard that he was a ballet dancer.
So
that's insane, man.
A lot of that stuff can transfer between each other. I mean, there's a lot of flexibility and stuff like that goes with ballet. So
yeah,
I think it plays a factor.
Stickman said, "Start making the other girl's gravestone. Valentina is gonna freaking kill her." Right. That's the truth, man.
Right.
Did you watch what happened with the Jessica Ai fight? I was actually thinking like, no, I'm not. I was not thinking this, but I was like, Jessica Ai is gonna get destroyed. I didn't think she would get that hurt.
Right.
I didn't think she was gonna get kicked so hard it blew her fucking head off into the crowd. I mean,
Shevchenko was picking her apart through that whole fight, but when she came out, like, she set it up
the second round, dude.
perfectly.
Oh my god, because she'd been getting her the body.
Yeah, she was body kicking that whole fight, and the very first head kick she threw
was the first kick of the second round.
Just clocked her because Jessica Ai was going low every time because she knew she was going for that body, and then wham, right to the face.
Dude, Valentina is a monster, and I feel like
phenomenal fighter.
Has Valentina ever fought Amanda Nunes?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it went to decision. It went to decision. So, like, yes, she has fought her, but it went to decision. And I want to see how far away that was because I think it was at a different weight class. Mm-hmm. And Valentina, I think, had to cut to get there. Is that correct or no?
See, there's the image right there.
Her fight. Yeah. So, I don't know if she went up a weight. I think she went back down.
I think that was before she came up. Or she went to flyweight, I think.
Okay, hold on. So, women's flyweight. Oh. Okay. Guess I'm about to have to wrap this up. But, canceled. Both those fights were canceled? Weird.
I bet you it was weight issues. Or something. Either way, Shevchenko, in my opinion, is one of the best women mixed martial artists on the planet right now.
Where did she... Okay, Nunes. She lost by decision. But that was a close fight, dude. And she was at bantamweight. Mm-hmm. So she definitely went back down and then started beating ass at flyweight, dude. She freaking...
Yeah.
Beat Joanna.
I think she was just a little too small for bantam, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's why the move to flyweight has been such a...
Yeah, it's huge
in favor of her. So.
Uh-huh. But yeah, so... I'm about to have to roll, guys. But, this has been a good podcast. I feel like we got some stuff out.
The cold has really brought... I mean, it's like freezing in here, just so you don't know. But the cold has just brought everything to the surface.
Like the fact that we're all gonna die soon! Oh, God.
But yeah, I'm gonna start a Twitch stream soon.
Yes. And
we're gonna be doing like a...
co-streaming.
Yeah, it's gonna be a partnership, like freaking Double Dragon and shit.
I'm stoked about it, guys. But yeah, so get on there. I'll probably even be on the Twitch later on tonight, streaming either with some people on Fortnite. I know, dude. But I got into it. It's got my heels now.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get sucked into it, man.
I feel like I'm in the undercurrent, and you're just like trying to swim out of it, but it's like pulling you out to shore.
I'm gonna start out playing games, and like I'm just gonna keep playing what I want. If companies are like,
it's not even people wanting me to play it. Like,
sorry,
I know, but yeah. So
it's just your friends that want you to get on.
I know. Right? Clinton called me. He was like, "Dude, get on here." And then Clinton, and then now all my friends from high school are like, "Dude, you're on," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
If you ever tell me to get on Fortnite, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you."
For real. But dude, no, I've been playing a lot of Dragon Ball Z too, so I love that game. That's my passion.
I'm gonna try and get my camera this Friday, so hopefully I'll be able to get on there and get going like over the weekend or something.
Yeah. But alright, guys. So I guess my closing words for the day would be first of all, go check us out on our Twitch. So, like, right now, it's The Heck Podcast, like twitch.tv/The Heck Podcast. And then, what's yours going to
I
be?
think mine, I have one made right now, and I think it's Kick Cannon, but I'll have to check. I haven't checked it in a while, so I don't know for sure, but
we'll post links.
I'll let everyone know once it's legit.
Yeah. But, so there's that, man. So catch us on those. You can catch us daily on there. And then, also, keep hanging out with us, man. I fucking love doing this podcast. So, you guys be good. Hopefully, Miami, everything's okay. And if not, we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't say I told you so.
Right. Get out there and do what you want to do before you're not able to.
Look, it's 2020, man. Have that 2020 vision on your fucking goals and make that stuff happen.
Right. I mean, the only reason that we're doing this podcast is because we decided to do it.
Yep.
We didn't. There's nothing. I mean, we were just like, let's do it.
Yep.
The reason that John had started the Twitch, and I'm going to start one, is we want to do it, so we're doing it. If you just get out there and freaking do it, and stop making excuses for why you shouldn't do it, you're going to find out that the reason to do it outweighs anything that makes you feel like you shouldn't do it.
Yeah. I
know that was really confusing.
It was a little hard to follow, but it works, man.
In my head. Yeah. But anyways, here's the bottom line. You're never going to get anywhere if you stay in your comfort zone.
Yes.
Because staying in your comfort zone keeps you right here.
Yep.
And you're never going to move. So get outside of that for a minute and go somewhere.
Yes. It's the truth, man. I agree, dude. So you guys, get out there, make some cool shit happen. Tell us about it in the comments. Message us. Find us on Instagram. Find us on Facebook, I guess. Find us on Twitch. Find us on Twitter. Find us everywhere. And fucking tell us about the cool stuff you've done. Because I want to hear about it.
Yes.
Yeah. But alright, guys. Y'all be good. We'll see y'all next week. Or tonight if y'all get on Twitch. Pow!